Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how we used our AI model to extract some GIS data, and it's actually like step by step. So the first step, I said create a point in S3 map with a pop-up that explains the location. Gave me the location, but it's not much info in there. I said, okay, now I want this pop-up to actually explain the location from various perspectives. And then he did this one. Address, coordinates, elevation. Good. I was like, okay, I want the green density percentage. Gave me that. And then the next step, I'm like, I want building density, D% for that location. Then I wanted to add more parameters like population density, average temperature, air quality index. That was like guessed by the AI. It's not like I didn't specify it. And then I said like do the same thing for another location. I gave the coordinates. And then as you can see, this one is in Africa. So average temperature is like 35 degrees and population density is like 200 people, building density 40%, green density 60%. That's actually very realistic. And then I did for another location, I think this one is in Toronto. So as you can see, more people, more colder, green density 80%, building density 60%, and then other parameters. I was like, okay, now put all in the same map. As you can see, we have 3 locations all in the same map, and we could compare these. And all of this is without a single line of code. And then I was like, add 10 more parameters to each. At first, it didn't understand. I was like, it added just the parameters and then the value. I'm like, okay, not just any parameter. It needs to give some accurate information about the location. I was like, cool. There you go. Crime rate, low. That's great. Nearest school, Toronto High School, nearest shopping mall. And then, as you can see, for Africa, it's not the same. It added different parameters. Now, I could actually specify and say add the same parameters so I can compare. But as you can see, it's just giving me different parameters. So it's like, I think this one is the same. So crime rate is moderate in Africa, nearest school, Sahara International School. This is actually very, like it's actually in the middle of the desert. And this one is another place. I think it's in San Francisco, Los Angeles. But yeah, so all this information is just available. Let me just make it full screen. You can compare very easily. A, B, C. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so this is the second part to our GIS AI models. As you can see, I started with, I want to create a unique map experience like Google Maps interactive interface, make it more exceptional. So it did the same thing, like there was obviously like a history to that. And I just kept this one because it's the final one from the last communication that I had with this AI model. So I had this. Now I'm starting to add more stuff to it. So I said, make it dark mode. It did the dark mode thingy. And then I said, use random emojis as marker. That was nice. And then I was like, choose cooler emojis representing the overall location. So that did a pretty good job detecting the location and like assigning an emoji to it. That was interesting. And then I said include a button in each pop-up to zoom in the actual location. That was also one of the cool things. So just like that, I could now zoom into different locations. And now I'm like, include a button on the user interface to switch toggle layers. I had to be more precise in here because right now it's just like turning it like dark mode, light mode. That's not what I want. And so I was like, never mind. Add search inputs and allow searching of the data. As you can see, I could just say Toronto, and there we go. So now align it to the top. Obviously, there was one more style step. It was to basically style the whole thing, like the input and the search. And right after that, I'm like, now I want to style the other button, the dark mode. And it added this cool emoji by itself. Now I'm like, nice, put the button on right, put the search one on the middle. As you can see, it's all done. And this is the experience that I just built with words, no coding. I'm just saying it, like I'm just telling it to what to do, basically.